The Waterfield CitySlicker for Nintendo Switch is a case unlike any other that I've reviewed. It's got an elegance, sophistication, and price that you don't see in other cases of this type on Amazon or in big box stores. But does this elegance and sophistication translate into protection and storage? I'm happy to report that, for the most part, yes, it does. Right off the bat, you can tell this case is made from high quality materials. The San Francisco made case has a leather cowhide front flap that you can get in 4 different colors: black, grizzly, which is a light brown, crimson, or blue. The design is very minimalistic, save for the Waterfield logo branded on the front. The flap closes using 2 magnetic clasps that are quite strong, guaranteeing that the flap won't accidentally come open. The magnets are also great because you don't have to actually push the clasps closed, they just close on their own, so you don't push against the switch unnecessarily. I found the flap to be a little tough to close because you have to be pretty precise with the clasps, making sure they connect just right. You have to use a little bit of force to pull the flap over so that the metal tabs reach. It's not as simple as just shutting a clamshell design and zipping it up, but it's not annoying or frustrating. The body is made from a ballistic nylon, and it's a tough material, but the case is not a hard case. There's a lot of give here as it squeezes very easily. That's not to say you're in danger of crushing the Switch, but it's definitely not hard like the RDS, Hori, or Butterfox cases, to name a few. There are 5 game cartridge slots, which is the fewest slots I've seen in a case, but the slots are nice. The cartridge rubs up against the ballistic nylon surface when you insert it, which feels a little bumpy and weird, but the cartridge is held firmly in place once it's there. There's also a nice cutout at the bottom that allows you to push the cartridge out of the slot. The inside is made from some of the softest material I've felt inside a case, and it feels amazing. The Switch sits inside the main pocket, which has a red micro suede lining facing the screen. This lining is excellent. Waterfield claims it'll clean your screen, and I believe it, but it's just nice to know that your screen is being babied by a super plush fabric. The sides have some hard reinforcement that's velcroed in, spacing apart the pockets so you don't have to worry about issues with the analog sticks when putting the Switch in. You do have to use a little bit of force to get the Switch all the way down inside the case though. There are 2 other pockets on the inside, both thickly padded to protect what's inside and to keep those things from impacting the Switch. I would recommend using these pockets for very small, thin things, especially the back pocket, like a USB cable or even extra game cartridges. 2 Joy-Con wrist straps can fit in the front pocket as well. With wrist straps in the front pocket, the micro suede lining sits against the Switch screen, but the sides remain roomy so the analog sticks and buttons aren't affected, which is a really smart design choice. At the bottom of the case, the designers included a loop that you can use to brace the case when pulling the Switch out. It's definitely helpful seeing as how you do have to physically pull the Switch out of the case. On the back of the case is a zippered mesh pocket that has a bit of a stretch to it. This is the biggest pocket in the case for accessories, but it's also the most exposed, with little outside protection. The mesh is thin, and while I think it'll protect what's inside against things like scratches, it's not crush-proof. You can fit Joy-Con wrist straps in here easily, though they're probably better off inside the case. The website says you can also fit a power bank like the Anker PowerCore Plus, which is a huge plus, but since I don't have one of those yet, I tried the one I did have, and that didn't fit. The official AC adapter is also too bulky to fit in the back pocket, unfortunately. If you're looking for a case that stores additional Joy-Con, the Pro Controller, or the Joy-Con grip, this isn't it. For that, Waterfield will be making a larger multiplayer Pro case for $149. The case has loops for, but doesn't come with, any sort of handle or strap for carrying, which is unfortunate. If you want one of those, you'll have to pay extra. A carabiner is $2 or $7, and shoulder straps and wrist loops range from $12 to $20. In my opinion, for an $80 case, a $2 carabiner should at least be included for no additional charge. So what you're getting is a high-quality, beautifully designed case that cradles the Switch in extra soft material and also stores a few small accessories. While it's similar in function to many of the cheaper cases you can get, the quality of materials used is second to none. It's not a hard case though, and doesn't offer as much protection as one, especially where the rear pocket is concerned. It's definitely a luxury item, and at $80, it's hard for me to recommend as the case to get. But if you have the money, it's an extremely well-made, beautiful, functional case that's uniqueness is just as high as its price.